I get it. I failed you. I went all the way to Daytona for Jeep Beach, and this is all that I filmed. So yeah, we filmed like, I don't know, 15 seconds of content at the show. And that's kind of for a couple of reasons. So one, this was the first time as Force Motoring that we've had our own booth. And the wife with her Orbo booth, we kind of tag teamed. But guys, running a booth is a lot of work. And for whatever reason, and just completely forgot to film anything. I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. I do have more lights from Rigid, so we're gonna go and install those. All right guys, so Rigid hooked it up and they sent a bunch of lights you guys saw in the last video. These, however, I'm really stoked about. I didn't get them in time for Jeep Beach, but they're here now. And just look at it. That's one of the sickest lights I've ever seen. So this is the Rigid Adapt XP light. It does come with an amber lens cover. There's 3 different beam patterns. You've got your wide beam pattern, kind of like a flood. You have a driving beam pattern. And then you also have a hyper spot beam pattern. If you can see down here, those are all controlled by GPS. What does that mean? That means the faster you go, the tighter the beam will get, and the further the light will throw out in front of your vehicle. So of course, a light like this needs to be put to good use. And that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I grabbed a couple Rigid A-pillar brackets for the JK, and we're gonna go ahead and get this light bolted up. Now for all of the other lights that we've done from Rigid, I've just used the switch panel that I have in the Jeep, and that's been perfect. But because these have so much adaptability, I'm gonna use the harness that it comes with. This harness actually has 5 different leads for power switches. So this would essentially end up taking like 3 of my switches to utilize the light the way that it's meant to be used. So instead of taking up 3 of my overhead switches, we're going to use the 1 switch that Rigid included that controls all of this. All right, so it looks like a mess right now, but I ran the power lead to the battery, and the passenger side light lead is over there. The driver's side light lead is here. And basically what we have to do is butt connect these together and then clean it all up, and then we'll work on the switches on the inside. All right, so this is the switch that comes with the wiring harness, and it is essentially a 3-way, or I guess maybe 2-way switch that's going to allow you to use either the entire light or put it in adapt mode. And this handy dandy diagram allows you to get all the wires in the right location. And now I'm just going to pop this into the hole. Just like that, I have a 3-way switch: off, down, and up. Now I'm going to button up the rest of these panels again and run the power and ground, and we'll have light. Alright friends, so it is officially a little bit later on in the night. It is dark outside. As you can see, there's like millions of bugs swarming around me. So I'm gonna make this quick, but we get the lights on the Jeep. And these suckers are super bright. Let me turn the camera around for you. So this is literally just with 2 of the wide beam patterns on. Let me turn it on so that you can see all of it. You can literally see the bugs swarming all over these things. They're literally just like, look, look at how crazy this is. These bugs are swarming my entire Jeep because they think that that's the sun. That is absurd. And I just turned them all the way on. This, I'm literally blinding myself right now with these lights. These lights are nuts. This is absolutely insane how bright these things are. I'm gonna try and show you guys from the inside what's going on, but I had no idea these bugs were gonna be going as crazy as they are. Hold on. Look at this. I don't even know what kind of bugs these are. This is like a million bugs all over my Jeep right now because the light is reflecting from these rigids. How insane is that? That's kind of nuts. All right, anyways, let me get these bugs off of me and get back in the Jeep. Guys, this is absolutely insane. I'm on like this abandoned like neighborhood road, and apparently at night it just gets absolutely swarmed with these little like fly things. I don't even know what these are, but apparently they really, really love the light. So when I turn the switch off entirely, this is what I'm looking at. This is it. Like, it is as dark gets. I can turn the switch to adapt mode, and then I get that back off all the way on. There's so much light getting thrown by these right now. These are the brightest lights, the brightest like single lights I've ever seen. Like, look, this is like fireworks going on in front of these lights right now. This is absolutely nuts. I kind of need to get out of here. All right, so just for perspective, this is the high beams on my LED headlights, and that's the 2 adapt lights. That's just nuts. High beams, adapt. All right, guys. Well, as you can see, it is the next morning, and these lights are still just as bright in the daytime as they are at nighttime. So, here's some first thoughts. First and foremost, this is the brightest single light or pair of lights that I have ever seen in my life. And I've been around a bunch of lights, and like outside of maybe a 50-inch LED bar, these things are brighter than any of those. And I'm saying maybe because I kind of think that they're probably brighter than most of the 50-inch LED bars on Amazon or eBay or any of that junk. So that's my first impression. They're super bright. Second first impression is that the beam pattern is really, really good. When they're all powered on, the amount of throw that you get is insane. And it's very wide and also very long. And both of those are things that you want from your lights when you're off-roading at night. I still haven't exactly figured out the GPS mode, but I'll be honest, that'll probably be the least utilized feature of these lights for me, because I don't have a go fast car. That's not going through Baja at 100 miles an hour. So because of that, I'm not super worried about having that adjustability. Rather, I do just like having all of the extra light output. Now, we've got a couple more things on the way from Rigid in the future, but I want to say a big thank you to them for sending these out, being such a new product, so that we could test them out and let you guys know what we thought about them. And if you have made it to this point in the video and you haven't already hit the like and subscribe button, go ahead and do that. I've got a little sneak peek of the next video. Yeah, if you know, you know. I'll see you guys in the next one.